Hi, Ben Kingsley here. In this how-to session, I want to talk to you about the art of money management. Okay, some might argue that it's a science, but for me it's definitely an art, okay? There's no scientific aspect to it, but there are some rules that you need to follow. Most of us have attempted to use a budget before, a very typical or standard budget where we set up our expense items and we sort of target exactly what sort of spending we're going to do on that. But they don't work. And the reasons that they don't work is that there are no rules around that. It's just an aspirational thing to sort of say, well, I've got all this money, I've got these things I want to spend on it, but effectively there's no controls or mechanisms around that. So what is true money management is effectively a rules-based system whereby you can allocate certain money to certain activities. And how best to do that is to break your money management up into important areas. So the first area to get money working for you in this new cashless economy and cashless society is to break out your weekly allocation. So your 7-day float, so the money that you're spending on a 7-day basis, try and draw that money out, okay, and separate that money into what we call a living and lifestyle allocation. So calculate it up and then pay yourself that money on a weekly basis. When you do that, you know that's basically what you're going to be spending every week. And that allows you to trap surplus, because a great money management system and the art of true money management is to be able to trap that surplus. So how do we do that? We allocate that money out. Now, all of the other bills and regular payments that we've got, we can pay via a credit card. Why do we do that? Because we get a 55-day rolling interest-free period. And that means that our money can sit in our offset account, saving us on our overall interest cost, which is good. So we're using someone else's money, in most cases it's the bank's money, on this rolling balance, and that's saving us interest, and we're taking advantage of that. Now, the best way to take advantage of that is you must make sure that it auto sweeps. And when it auto sweeps, it means you never ever pay interest on the credit card. So we've got our 7-day weekly allocation, and we've got our regular payments, and then we've got to focus on our irregular or ad hoc payments. Now, how we do that is we set that up into provisioning. Okay, so we have a provisionings jar that focuses on looking after that. So these are those ad hoc things that we don't spend on a regular basis. Some good examples of those might be clothing. They might also be holidays, donations, furniture, those big one-off items that we spend money on. So at the start of the year, what you need to do is you need to allocate out over a 12-month period what you're going to spend on those items. Now, they're the only items that you track. No need in tracking all of your money, because most of us don't do that, and that's why budgets don't work. Just because you set a target doesn't mean it works. With that provisional spending, when you spend it each month, you need to allocate that to the allotted amount that you set. And then all of a sudden you have a money management system. So it's no longer a budget, it's got every dollar's got a job to do. Every dollar has been allocated to perform a task for you. And if you get all of that organised, you're going to be far better at managing your money. So to help you manage your money better and to get in control of the art of money management, why don't you check out our Money Smarts platform? We've set this up on the Property Couch website. So we're on a crusade, Bryce and I, to help people manage their money better, to basically get in control of your money, to understand where all your money's going, and most importantly, to trap that surplus, because it's that surplus that's going to add value to your living and lifestyle later on in life. So you can check it out at www.thepropertycouch.com.au/financial peace, because that's what happens when you get in control of the art of money. You're able to control it, allocate for it, plan for it, and achieve financial peace. So why don't you check it out? It's free to use. It's got great security around it. We don't know who you are. We want you to use it because we're on a crusade to help people manage their money better. Thanks for watching.